Thank you for 1 million views. 3 more zeros. 1 million views.
Like YOLO wanted to tell you, accept yourself. You don't have to prove shit to no one, accept yourself. And if you
guys, I really appreciate that, man. I ain't about to stay on here too long. We back to regularly scheduled programming tomorrow, but I felt like I should tap in with you guys because I received the email like late last week about the million views, and I was like, yo, this is pretty dope. Of course, they say comparison is a thief of joy, and they're right. But we're humans, so we're going to compare. So, of course, I'm thinking like, yo, there's people out there with a million views on one video. There's people out there with, a million subscribers, 5 million subscribers, 100 million if we go in there. But you got to just run your race, run your race, man. The tunnel vision in this era is so important. And although I have compared, I can't say I didn't let any of it steal my joy, because that's why I'm sharing this moment with you guys right here. The fulfillment that I feel knowing that this was something that I wrote down 5 years ago and that it's actually come to fruition, not by chance, not by luck, by a lot of life and a lot of persistence. And as a result of that persistence and experience that I've gained, I now, yeah, I gained a lot of experience just when it comes to YouTube and when it comes to content in general. And the biggest thing, man, truthfully, like myself, the confidence that I've gained. I'm not the same person that I was 5 years ago when I created this channel. Somewhat physically, but certainly mentally and spiritually and emotionally. Um, I feel a lot more fulfilled, from the standpoint of back then towards now, a lot more complete, a lot more whole just within myself. And that represents, as we see, we've done a full 360 here with the channel. We started at Steps to Success. Shout out to all my beginners, you know what I'm saying? We started at Steps to Success. And now we're here at D'Angelo Simmons, which that's where we've been all along. I've always been a person doing the videos, obviously, but me embracing the name versus, one specific side of myself is just a testament to how I'm embodying the fullness of my character and the fullness of my personality, which is why through D'Angelo Simmons and D Safe Space, you guys are going to be getting glimpses and insights to all of my interests and all of my creations as well. We went through starting at Steps to Success, which was pure just, me living in Arizona, and this whole YouTube channel started just with teaching about wholesaling real estate, but living in Arizona and going hiking and finding my love for hiking and recognizing the metaphor with me hiking up these mountains and me on my journey of life. Just wanted to share that with you guys as far as being able to, share my story and stuff. And, there was times nobody was watching these videos, man. Like I think it took me like 8 months, bro, to get 100 subscribers. These days, you can get 100 subscribers on a few shorts. You know what I'm saying? 5, 6 shorts, you do them right, you got 100 subscribers just like that. But it's different. It was different during those times. And that's just even more awesome when I look back to know and see how much I've learned through those times. It was really a challenge for me to be able to get away from what I loved most about content, which is long form content. I've always loved long form content. I've always loved certain angles and camera views and how the camera can tell the story that you're trying to tell, how the editing can tell the story that you're trying to tell, like how everything, just from the production, from the idea to the actual production, and to actually being the one on screen and carrying it out. I just love every aspect of when it comes to content, bro. But the growth aspect, it's like YouTube, they don't really at this point, like at least just my channel, like my channel, bro, they love microwave content, which it is what it is when it comes from YouTube. Like they love the microwave content, and I'm gonna keep pushing it out because it allows me to spread my personality and show more, who I am. So I appreciate it. But the remixes and the shorts, when TikTok was getting so big and then YouTube finally implemented the shorts, and I say finally, but I wasn't really that happy about it. I'm like, yo, why are y'all doing shorts? Like, this is YouTube. Like, let's maintain the integrity of long form content. However, the shorts has been one of the biggest reasons for my success as far as for our growth here on the channel. Just being able to get monetized and then also being able to grow the subscriber base and being able to grow our long form content views when they introduce the remixes. So me just being able to adapt to that kind of stuff and me being able to know when to pivot and knowing, how to pivot and when to pivot, all of these things mean so much to me. As much as the million views, because as soon as we got 1 million views, I started thinking about getting 10 million views. You know, it's the same thing, bro. So the only thing that really can come as far as fulfillment is recognizing how much I've learned and how much I've grown through the content, and also how much I've grown internally through confidence. Me having to get on this camera and watch my hair grow back when I was only 20 years old, I don't think anybody should have to go through that. No, I'm dead ass though. Like, I don't think anybody should have to go through that, bro. Especially at 20 years old. Like, you're sitting back and you're going after something that you believe in, that you like, you know, that's your passion. But then while you're going after it, at the same simultaneously, something that you love, as far as like your identity, is being stripped away from you. It was one of the most challenging times in my life, but I almost stopped creating YouTube videos because of it, bro. And like, even when I think about it, I get a little emotional. But it is what it is. Only reason I do those because like I almost stopped just from like, yo, I can't take this anymore. Why is my hair falling out? But it was like an oxymoron because I'm also like, damn, ain't that many people even watching. So why do I care that much? You know, all of that being said, bro, this is like, yeah, it's a YouTube journey, but it also, man, I think, especially just with my content in general, if you've been from the beginning, you can tell that it's a life journey that I've been on. And you guys have been on it every step of the way. And I'm really appreciate that. Like, I really appreciate it because I couldn't have come this far without any of you guys tuning in. So I'm not going to talk your head off, but I really just want to hop on here and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate this. 1 million views, and we got more content, back to regularly scheduled content coming to you guys this week from a deeper perspective. And then also, you know, keep the microwave content going. Man, until next time, all of y'all know what to do. You know what it is. Get the stepping, get the stepping, get the stepping. As a matter of fact, I might as well talk to you guys for another minute so I can get mid-roll ads. So let me just go ahead and make this go over 8 minutes. Man, that's it though. I really didn't have much to say, man. I can say just when I look back over this journey, the thing that makes me the most proudest, like I said, is how I've watched myself grow through this content, and then also recognizing how much I've learned through this content, just from editing, from on-screen presence, to how I talk and how I convey myself on camera, to me being able to script certain things and write, you know, strategize the actual filming session within itself. You know, all of these things like are things that in the beginning, guys, I never even thought that I would even need to learn. Me being able to write, you know, nurture scripts, or you know what I'm talking about, but me being able to write scripts to set the scene, you know, the camera move this way. Like, I've done so many things in content that I thought I would, that I never thought I would do when I started. Because I just started, man, just teaching people about wholesaling real estate, bro. That's the only thing I came on here for. I had a lot of people asking me about wholesaling real estate. So I was like, yo, let me start, just make a YouTube channel and start talking about it. And then boom, 5 years later, we're here. Which, man, here is a lot better than being there. Like I said, like I could have stopped at any moment. I just don't see that in my cards. You know, of course, can be so much more consistent. I can be so much more consistent than I have been. And I'm not about to sit right here and give you a sob story, but it is a challenge building this YouTube channel, and then also, you know, balancing life and running a business and doing all these things, you know, just doing all these things. But it's been cool. Nonetheless, I'm doing it. And, you know, God himself has stuck with me throughout each and every step of this journey, man, because when you think about how easy it is to quit, the fact that I'm still here and going, that's only God. That's literally only what it is God. The faith that I have in him, and then also the faith that he has in me, for me to be able to, you know, be in a position to be able to continue this YouTube channel. I don't recognize or take that for granted at all. I recognize the fullness and the greatness of that. So just a little heart to heart from you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. This is 1 million views, you know. Shit. Nigga, we made it. All right. I guess you take nothing away, man. Like, run your race. I ain't about to give a motivational speech, bro. I'm not. It is what it is. I'm just gonna say thank you to you, for real. As always, till next time, you know what to do. Get the stepping, get the stepping, get the stepping.
Like YOLO wanted to tell you, accept yourself. You don't have to prove shit to no one, accept yourself. And if you